Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. It's Cynicalex, and today we're going to be testing out Emma Frost and really getting to the bottom of how amazing she is for PvE with an obelisk and a CTP, and highlighting not only her offensive but defensive abilities, because I think that's very, very important. And for that, I chose stage 34 of Mephisto. That's right, we're doing a stage very high that almost no other character on my roster can do with an obelisk, and she's doing it with an obelisk without a CTP, which I think is humongous for the character. And it's important to note as well is most of the characters that may be able to do it with an obelisk at all, I'm looking at maybe like well, not Spider-Man because he's male, but most of them are going to be speed type. They're going to have that typing going for them, which Emma does not have, but she doesn't need, because she does tremendous damage and she's super tanky, and that's what I wanted to highlight against Mephisto. Null doesn't necessarily test your defenses as much as Mephisto does. He hits you so many times, he does so much chip damage that it can really be very difficult to keep even the tankiest characters alive, but Emma finds a way. Emma finds more than a way. So look at this. 1 minute and 10 seconds, and she's into phase 2 on stage 34 with an obelisk, a mind damage 180 proc obelisk. That is huge. And not only is that huge, but the fact that I didn't look at this. I'm gonna stand in this, I'm gonna tank this. Look at this, look at this damage. Look at that damage. Tell me how much damage she just took. Yeah, 0. She took basically 0 damage. Isn't that nuts? Absolutely crazy how little damage she takes. She's so tanky. She may be the tankiest character in the game, especially for Mephisto. And not only is she tanky, but she dishes it right out as well. There's wow. There's basically only one attack that Mephisto does in this entire fight that scares her at all. This one is kind of bad if you get caught in the whole thing, but even if you just take a little bit of chip damage at the end, it's fine. She can handle it. There's really just one attack later on that I'll share with you guys that can really cause her some issues. But otherwise, she just cruises through here. And this is amazing. With a mind damage 180 proc, she's able to do stage 34. And what I want you to notice, that was a delayed tier 3, my bad, I looked away from my phone. What I want you to notice is that I'm not using any defensive strikers. I'm highlighting Emma's defensive abilities and how tanky she is. And I'm not using strikers that give me fire resistance. I'm not using strikers that give me damage reduction, that, you know, damage decrease versus villains. I'm not using those strikers, right? That is normally what you need in order to take very little damage from Mephisto, but she does not need it. So we're gonna overkill here to make sure we skip that rage phase. Here we go, 2 minutes and 15 seconds into, you know, the third phase, and this is really the I procced early. That was unfortunate. I don't know what happened. Okay, we're gonna delay. Okay, this is a very, very bizarre start here. I missed 2 procs back to back. I'm not sure what happened. I think some residual damage at the end of my last rotation sort of popped off and then kind of goofed me up twice. And that's okay. This purple ability, oh, he still hasn't done it. But the purple ability does with the cross. That's basically the only ability that Emma Frost fears that can actually deal enough damage to dent her insane armor. And it really is insane. I'm looking at this run, and I can see so many times where I wish I had my tier 3, and I'm at 97%. So I can definitely optimize her rotation better to get way more out of it. But I love this. I love this 5-3-4-6 combo. The insight proc was super delayed, but that's okay. Okay. Here we go. Oh, interrupts my tier 3. Okay, cute guy, cute guy. Kind of annoying, but that's okay. This one's going to be a little bit closer than I would have wanted it to be. What happened? Okay, her third skill did not pop off. She still gets a good 2 bars worth of damage in. Okay, there. I did a quick rotation just so that I can charge up my tier 3 faster for the next one. But let's see here. We get a good proc. 6. It's going to be close. Closer than I would have wanted. Okay, my proc doesn't activate again. Nice. Okay, there we go. I was holding my breath. I don't know where the procs went at the end, so that was a scuffed run, but we did it. I don't know what's going on. As soon as I hit record, the game starts acting funny. But look at this. She can do stage 34 as goofy, like, you know, as wild of a run that was, with procs going off early, procs going off late, all that mumbo jumbo. She's able to clear stage 34, which is huge. Every other character that I used to clear the stage, Thena, you know, the New Silk, Rogue, etc., they all used CTPs of Energy or CTPs of Judgment. Sharon Rogers with an Energy. This is the only character I've been able to clear it with an Obelisk, and that is huge, right? The only other character we know that can clear stages in the 30s, right, especially the high 30s, 34 to 39, with an Obelisk is ya boy Spider-Man. So she's nearing his territory, in my opinion. Look at this. Mind damage 180 proc Obelisk, not a CTP. That's wild. Now, I did tweak her build a little bit here. I gave her more 6-star Uru. I gave her 2 Odin's Blessings, but only one of them is offensive with the crit damage and the energy attack, the amplify. The other one is just the heal for the eventual PvP stuff. But otherwise, she's still rocking the same build, soft cap on the crit rate, and nearly, well, missing about 9%, not nearly capped, missing about 9% crit damage. So remember how I said I thought she could do stage 30 with an Obelisk? Here we go. We're in stage, or phase, excuse me, I should say, 2 of Null World Boss Legend, and we're off to a garbage start. Okay, let's see if we can clean this up here with a proper rotation. Here we go. And what I want to show you as well, she may not be able to tank the full skill, but she can actually tank some of his spikes. Look at this. Look at how much damage she takes from the spikes. Now, you don't want to get hit by the spikes too much because it does stack up the symbiote, the symbiote hits, and that will kill you at 5 stacks regardless of how tanky you are. But she's not only tanky enough to tank 99% of Mephisto's attacks, but she shrugs off the scariest Null attack as well. And again, this is all with a mind damage obelisk. There's no max HP, right? There's nothing defensive about the build. My cards have quite a bit of HP, but even if you have lower HP, it's really the amount of damage that she's taking that is so staggeringly small that really just blows my mind, you know? So here we want to run away. We're going to pop the tier 3 because I actually think she can tank this. Look at that. She tanks it, doesn't get hit by the symbiotes enough times to stack up the debuff, and pushes him to the next phase. How many characters in the roster of MFF, in any roster, do you know that can do that? That can tank the spikes during their tier 3 with no, you know, and then have enough damage to push the character from 15 to 12 bars with an obelisk. Absolutely bonkers. Oh man, she's something. I thought I was a Betsy simp, but yeah, things are looking mighty interesting for Emma here. Now we have lots of time, so I could rush this and play this faster and more aggressively, but I want to really take my time here and showcase what she can do in the last phase, because I think it's also super important. I know a lot of people struggle in the last phase of Null, so I want to show you, even at a high level like this, what she can do and how much damage she can take. Now, you guys already saw from my previous video with Magneto that if you press the co-op skill, you basically become immune at the moment. But okay, so here we're not going to be able to. We're taking damage the whole time, by the way, right? Doesn't matter. We heal it all back up. So that wasn't the best rotation for damage because I didn't have my third skill ready, but I just wanted to show you that she can literally sit in his attack while attacking and not take any damage, and then just finish him off here, or not. Okay, it's cutting it a little close here, Emma. There we go. Boom. So I probably could have finished that a little bit faster, maybe 45 seconds if I had been more aggressive, but man, able to tank almost all of Null's attacks, able to tank almost all of Mephisto's attacks, super tanky, and super strong offensively. I don't know what more we can ask for in a mutant rework. I was really wrong about this rework with my initial impression. I thought it was lackluster, but now I see just how broken it is, because they basically built her to be very good for PvP and have all of her PvP value easily translate over into PvE, because the accumulation is damage dealt, not damage received, and the damage reduction and the all defense and the super armor is just perfect for PvE, where she's not going to get interrupted, she's not going to get knocked back, and she's not going to take life-threatening damage, right? 85% damage reduction, turns out, is pretty good when you have, you know, what is it, 30% guaranteed dodge, you know, 40% max HP, and all of these other buffs that she has with whatever buffs you can stack from Ebony or Valkyrie or Wave. So I'm super impressed with her abilities defensively, given an offensive build and given how she is. Now I want to see what she can do. I want to show you guys actually what she can do if you slap on an energy, because I showed you guys how proc friendly she was. Now I want to show you how good it gets when you upgrade and you give her that chain hit. The chain hit goes bonkers. As good as the extra chain hit would be against stage 30 of Null, I actually want to go back to Mephisto here, because I'm just in such awe of how strong she is defensively for this boss. So I wanted to showcase that against the boss, where she's not going to gain too much more of an advantage, just purely based on the ignore dodge that the CTP of Energy provides, because the chain hit is really where it's at. Like, we know how good chain hit is for other characters. Look at that. I run into his tornado, right? Most other characters, they have to run out of Mephisto's tornado and watch out and be aware of it. She runs into the tornado. I mean, there's nothing, you know, there's nothing more satisfying than a woman that can tank hits from the, you know, the Lord of Hell, whatever, kind of thing. I'm just going to build up my tier 3 a little bit here. The Lord of Hell. Too much Diablo on my mind lately, guys. Here we go. Okay. I think I missed my proc. I couldn't press 6 fast enough, but that's okay, because we should be into the next phase anyways. We are not. Interesting. So this is actually about as fast as it was with the obelisk, which I'm sure is a very good piece of news for lower budget players who don't have access to CTPs on the fly like I do. But let's see what happens here. Want to get him in a corner and just unload. Don't really care what ability he's doing, because it's not going to do any damage to me anyways. Literally does not matter what he does. Minus maybe one. The fear, that, or the outrage, the rage outburst thing is a little bit scary. But even this attack, even this T-shaped attack, it don't matter. I could have actually ran back into that, and it doesn't matter. It'll take a good like 50-60% off, but she'll survive. She will Aretha Franklin him. All right. Actually, I think that's Aretha Franklin. I'm not 100% sure. Oh, sick. Okay. We're doing much better in the second phase. Way faster. More consistent procs, I feel like. But in general, the procs were very consistent until phase 3. Phase 3 is really where the procs start to get inconsistent. But you can see the damage is so nice. All right, so we're about 25 seconds ahead of where we were last time. So she started to pick up the pace here with an energy versus an obelisk, which I'm happy to report on. I would hope that it's going to be at least a little bit better. And still with the unoptimized rotation, but that's okay. Always room to grow on this channel. Always room to grow. No insight. Cool. Okay, yeah. There we go. So proc friendly. Classic 3 bars of damage. Really good stuff. Really juice. Another 3 bars. Nice. He may actually cutscene me here, or maybe not. Okay. She won't have any stun immunity, and she's not the fastest character, so she may seem a little bit weak or a little bit fragile there, but you pop off. Solid 4 or 5 bars of damage. He's gonna cutscene me here, but we're cruising. We still got 90 seconds left. We are cruising. Tiny Mephisto. Oh, I could not get the tier 3 off. I pressed 2, but I couldn't press 6 fast enough. Unfortunate. Let's try. Oh, what did I do? What did I do? No. Okay, you know, I'm trying to be flashy here to finish this off, and it's just not working out for me. She got interrupted or something. I don't know what happened. Okay, now she's getting stun locked. Perfect, perfect. My glowing, my glowing run coming to a close here, but we can wrap this up nicely still. And you know what? As good as this is, okay. Okay, buddy pal. Okay, that was pretty good. It definitely, again, it definitely could have been better. I think she can clear that. I guess kind of get sloppy at the end because it's just she's just so good. But she could have probably finished that with 45 seconds left on the clock, which is an improvement of about 40 seconds over the obelisk time. Still very impressive that she could do that with an obelisk. Like, still extremely impressive. And the nice thing is, you can use her a lot against Mephisto, which I think is really important to point out. You can use her from 45 to 49 as a blast type. You can use her from 34 down to 25, or not 25, sorry. You can use her here down to 30 because she's a hero and she's female. You can't use her there, but then you can use her on the hero stages, of course, that are not human. It was Null. It was Null 20. You can use her from Null 25 as a female all the way up to 34 as a blast type. And then, oh, I think you can use her here as well. No, you can't. Okay. I got a little bit ahead of myself. But then you can use her on 50 because she's a mutant. And who knows? Maybe she'll be able to clear it for me. So that's my next project. Hit me up in the comments down below. Let me know what you think. An absolute monster for PvE. The tankiest character I've ever seen for Null and Mephisto World Boss Legend. Yes, I'm 100% sure. It has to be Emma Frost. Hit the smash. Hit the smash the like button. And I'll see you in the next one. Take care.